Hi there, Deni here from Disney Springs, but this video has nothing to do with Disney Springs. I may be here now, but just a few months ago I had the chance to go out to Disneyland and stay in my first Disneyland Good Neighbor Hotel. And for someone who is used to Disney hotels out in Disneyland, it was quite an adventure. You know, it was fun to try out one of the Good Neighbor hotels. Listen, they don't have over 20 hotels like we do here in Walt Disney World. They have 3 on property, and so they've got great relationships with hotels surrounding the resort, and I stayed at the Hyatt House in Anaheim for the first time. If you're considering staying in a Good Neighbor Hotel in Disneyland, this is the video for you. I take you along for the whole journey, and I'm gonna pop back in with my final thoughts at the end. Our stay wasn't without a hiccup, and I'll let you know what that hiccup was and how they handled it toward the end of the video. Really quickly, big shout out to the whole 9 yards Patreon team. The magic they make on this channel just is chef's kiss. It's the very best. If you're at all interested in joining our Patreon team, go ahead and check it out at patreon.com/Deni_Sunderly. Let's head out to Anaheim. You ready? Pack your bags. Let's go. Here's the Hyatt House. This is Catella. That's the intersection with Harbor Boulevard. And yes, friends, that's Guardians of the Galaxy Mission Breakout. Not too shabby. There we go. We've gone around to the back of the building. And in we go. And there's the front desk. There's Mickey. Hi, Mickey. All right, we are up to the room. We are on the 2nd floor. We're not on the Catella side of the hotel. We're on the other side. Let's step on in. Okay, first things first, we step on in. We've got a king room. So we do not have a kitchenette. We had the option to have a kitchenette, but wanted to be able to be in our room quicker. So we went with the king room rather than 2 queens and a kitchenette. First things first, as you walk in the door, you have the bathroom. Let's take a little peek in here. So single sink vanity, and then there's your toilet and your shower stall. So it looks like it's all been redone. Like, this hotel, I'm sure, has been here for quite a while, but and maybe had a life before it, but this looks nice, and it looks really clean. It's been updated. You've got your soap, your shampoo, and your conditioner all in wall-mounted dispensers, and nice little touch with the ledge there. And of course, you've got your towels inside the shower stall. Couple of hooks, and out we go. Next thing, we've got the closet. And before you get to thinking, oh, there's a lot of room in the closet, there is not. Went to try to put the luggage in it earlier, and this space will not fit a small, what I used today, flying from Orlando, is a smaller rolling suitcase, and even that is not gonna fit in here. So that'll have to go somewhere else in the room. It's not going in your closet. You've got an iron, you've got the ironing board, you've got a luggage rack, which is nice, and a laptop size safe, so that's good. Laundry bag there, extra bedding up top. We've got a full-length mirror here in the hallway, and it can be adjoining with the room next to it. And this is the room. Now, if you have a 2 queen size bedroom, you're gonna have 2 queen beds, and then a little bit of a living room area and a kitchenette that divides the 2. So we wanted to get into our room, like I said, faster, so we went with this one. There's our king size bed. You've got a table on either side of the bed, which if you've watched the channel for any of the other resort reviews that I've done, I'll link them in the description box below. I have glasses. I have a water bottle or glass or lip gloss, whatever I want to put on that table. So I'm glad that they've got it. Storage-wise, we've got some deep cubbies there, so that's good. You cannot get anything under the bed as far as luggage, so that's worth noting. So yeah, we've got a little living room area here with a pull-out, so that's good to know if you need extra bedding, you've got it. Cute little cubby there on the end, so whoever's staying in the pull-out or sitting here watching TV has a little extra space, a little cubby there. Our view is nothing really to write home about. It overlooks the pool, well, kind of adjacent to the pool area, but we've got a nice view of IHOP. That's the International House of Pancakes, bless it. That's the roof of that, and the roof of the lobby below, because we are on the second floor. We've got an ottoman, which is nice. It doesn't pop up for storage though, but that's there if you need it. You've got a little workstation if you've got a little something to do while you're here. Panning over here to the TV, it's a good size LG flat panel. It's nothing like ginormously huge, but it's nice. And you've got two deep drawers. Look at those drawers. I mean, deep this way, not this way necessarily, but still you'll be able to fit a good amount of clothes in here. You've got, since we don't have the kitchenette room, you've got like a little baby, a micro kitchenette with your microwave, teeny tiny Mr. Coffee maker, your ice bucket, couple of stemless wine glasses and a corkscrew. That's nice. In here we've got a couple of glasses, coffee mugs, and then a couple of tea bags, coffee, and a fridge that we've already stuck a couple of water bottles in. All right, that's it. That's the king size room here at the Hyatt House. Let me share a thought or two. First thoughts, it is really, it's nice. It's simple and clean. It's nicely decorated. There are some nice finishings. It's little appointments here and there, things like the corkscrew you're not going to see in a typical resort room. It's nice that while we didn't have the kitchenette, we do have we've got a microwave. At least you've got that. At least you've got a little coffee pot and a fridge. I'm glad for that. So if you're looking for just extra space, like the most space you can get in the room, we were told down at the front desk that you want this room. You can have the 2 queen size bed and the kitchenette, but if you're just looking for open space and you don't necessarily need the kitchenette, go with this. I think it's going to suit us just fine for the next 3 nights. So I'm looking forward to staying here. I'll share more thoughts, including the walk from here to Disneyland Resort. I'll have additional thoughts, but I really think this is going to be a good place, good fit for Brian and I for the next 3 nights. We have a lot to talk about, little things to cover, including breakfast, which begins being served every morning at 6:30. And we'll also cover the walk between here and Disneyland. Here we go. There's a Starbucks right here on the corner, like the first floor, just outside of the first floor. Here we are here on Catella. There's Harbor Boulevard. That's the Candy Cane Inn. And we're walking down Harbor. There's the Castle Inn and Suites. It's so fun to actually get to see some of these Good Neighbor hotels that I've heard about for years. All right, still on the walk. There's Mission Breakout. Continue to pass other Good Neighbor hotels, and this is Disney Way, so not too much longer and we'll be on the Esplanade. All right, That was a 9-minute walk, 10 minutes. So not too bad. Straight up the street from that way. And here we are at the entrance. Okay, so we're gonna pass under here. We're gonna be on the Esplanade. Not too shabby. Let's go to Disneyland. Come on, friends. Yep, there's the cast shuttles. There's Space Mountain. It's where all of the shuttles get dropped off. And there's the monorail. Here we go, walking up to the security line. All in all, that was a great, quick walk up here to Disneyland. Pretty fantastic. So we're down here at the buffet. Buffet is on weekdays from 6:30 until 9, and then 7 to 10 on weekends, I believe. And you've got scrambled eggs, sausage, tater tots, pancakes, cereal of different kinds. It's 2 mirrored sides. This area is huge. Hope that's picking up. We've got cornflakes, Fruit Loops. Fruit Loops is the champion of breakfast cereal. Thank you. And then you've got bread over there, a toaster, 2 toasters, and then fruit and all your spreads, including vanilla Greek yogurt. All right, this is fantastic. And this is included in your stay. This is a huge area. Plus, the seating area is ginormous as well. Good grief. Plus you have milk, juices, coffee, tea, everything. Initially, I thought the pool was closed or was not open right now. It actually is. It's here on the 2nd floor, and it was open. And it's really nice looking. One of the entrances is closed. And then, of course, we've got a workout facility. I'm not going to show you inside because we have people working out, but a good amount of equipment. So that's all up here on the 2nd floor. So you'll come in through the hall here. Then you've got your pool and your fitness center. Okay, so that was my tour of Hyatt House. We stayed there 3 nights in total, and we were out there so that my hubby could run the return of the Disneyland half marathon. So if you know anything about runners, you know that they have typically a race routine. It's a way that they like to run. They like to prepare what they're eating, what they're wearing, where their clothes are the night before, right down to what they do the night before, when they're in bed, when they're up the morning of, all of that. It's a thing. It's what helps them be successful at running. So that weekend, without notice, there was no hot water. It was the night before the half marathon, and we had no hot water. We called down to the front desk. We were told that the mechanic was going up to the roof, trying to check on things, trying to mediate the situation. And we waited, and there was no hot water. So race day routine had already been altered. Brian got up, ran the race, did an awesome job. Super virtual high fives to everyone who is a Run Disney runner. Y'all have to get up so early, and you gotta get moving so early. Anyhow, it was so much fun for him to get to run and for me to get to cheer. That was like one of the best mornings. Anyhow, he gets back to Hyatt House. There's no hot water, and he waits and is told a mechanic is trying to fix it, and he's freezing because it was a cold weekend and you're soaked in sweat and you're just standing there freezing. And I said, I'm going down to the front desk. Went down to the front desk, touched base with the team. They were super apologetic. I did ask if there was another room that had hot water in which Brian could go take a shower. So he, you know, at least is clean and dry, like, and warm at that point. Because then it was explained that half the hotel had hot water and half did not. We just happened to be in the half that did not. So asked for a room, just a bathroom, for him to be able to jump in the half that did. They did accommodate that. And we did ultimately, just for full transparency, we did ultimately ask to be comped one of the 3 nights because of the impact that not having hot water had. And like, before it was even out of our mouths, like, the team was like, absolutely yes. They were so accommodating to the guests who were inconvenienced that weekend. And so big high five. I mean, this was our own money we were spending for this trip. Obviously, on this channel, if I'm not spending my own money, I'm going to make that super clear. This is our own vacation dollars. This is our own Run Disney dollars and our own, you know, being out in Disneyland dollars. And so we thought that was fair. So did the team. Immediately, Hyatt House team went ahead and took care of that. So that was good. Good on them, that's for sure. I want to point out a highlight from staying there. That buffet being included in your stay, like, there's so much food available on that buffet. So if a breakfast buffet is really, really important to you, something included in your stay, then you want to go ahead and check out Hyatt House. It was plentiful, right down to coffee, tea, all the breakfast beverages, all right there. So definitely mark that in their plus category, plus column. And the walk, as you saw, was really short to Disneyland. Not bad at all. Even when it was a little chilly, not bad. Like, it was great. Straight up, and you were there like that. Even in the evening, the return to the hotel wasn't a really big deal at all. Straight down the street, and you were there at the hotel. If you're someone who likes to be surrounded by Disney 24/7, like, it's in the hotel, it's in the lobby, it's in the restaurant, it's literally everywhere, this isn't going to be for you. But if you don't mind saving some money and being right off property, then really consider staying at the Hyatt House. We both enjoyed our stay there. Starbucks is right downstairs if you're a Starbucks fan. Literally, you go down the elevator, you go out of the lobby and around the corner, and there is your Starbucks. I did hit up Starbucks during my stay there. And I fell in love with the honey almond milk flat white, thanks to an Instagram friend. So many shout outs to you. It's a delicious drink. So what about you? Have you stayed in one of the Disneyland Good Neighbor resorts? Please let me know down in the comments section. I would love to know what the other options are that you recommend for our next stay out there. Please let me know what the hits and misses are in your book when you're staying out at Disneyland as well, down in the comments. Thank you so much for watching today. I really appreciate that. If you'd like to, you can follow along with me on Instagram at Deni_Sunderly. You can check out being a part of the Whole 9 Yards Patreon team and having 2 exclusive live streams every month from the Magic or from my home studio. But a lot of times it's from the Magic here. Check that out at patreon.com/Deni_Sunderly. And of course, if you at all enjoyed this video, please consider giving it a like. Please consider subscribing to the channel so we can all hang out more often. And please consider sharing it with a friend, maybe a friend who's headed to Disneyland. From Disney Springs, I hope you have a great one, everyone. Take good care. Thanks for watching. Bye.